Hello everyone! So in this video, we will be talking about the Flywoo Firefly 1S. And this is a really tiny quad. It fits in the palm of my hand. I have a very small hand, and yet it fits really nicely. You know that Flywoo do create a lot of quads that are really tiny but with much power in them. And we had before the Flywoo Firefly Baby Quad, and this is run by 4S battery, and that is really strong. You can do a lot of freestyle with that, and it is built like a tank. This is the Flywoo Firefly Baby Quad. This is a bit bigger than the Flywoo Firefly 1S, and there are some subtle differences that we will talk about in the bench, but for now, let's focus on the Flywoo Firefly 1S. And this is the Walksnail edition. You can have this on 3 different VTXs, analog, HD0, and this one, the Walksnail. So they differ only in the color of the canopy that Flywoo used. For the analog, they used the black canopy. For the HD0, they used the red one, and for the Walksnail, they used the orange one. So you will know which VTX is in the quad just based on the color of the canopy. Okay, so what I have here is the dead cat frame. This is not a true X configuration. There's a reason for that. I will not go into the details in this video about the difference with true X and a dead cat frame, but with this one, the propeller is a little bit out of view of the camera lens. Meanwhile, with the True X, you can see really the propeller in front of the cam. Also, usually when you use a dead cat version, you are more on the cruising, the proximity flying. With the True X, you usually do a lot of flips, freestyle. Okay, let's go. Let's discuss this in detail on the bench. And this is a 75mm quad. Let us remove this plastic. And this is quite bigger than this one. The bigger brother can accommodate a 4S battery. So this is really a flyer, and if you really do want to do a lot of freestyle, this can accommodate your flight. Now let's look at some of the parts. They used Robo 1002 with 19,800 kV. For the other version, the X frame, they use a bigger motor. I think that would be around 22,000 kV if I'm not mistaken. They use a very thick frame, unlike with the baby quad, which is really thin. If I'm not mistaken, this is just a millimeter. Yeah, this is a millimeter frame. They use almost, yeah, I think this is a 2mm frame. They extended those edges to protect the motor in case you hit something. They use a Goku Versatile F411 for the flight controller with an ELRS built in, but it is not an SPI based, so you won't have to worry on updating your ELRS system. Now you have your Walksnail with the 1S. The canopy that they use is a hard plastic. I think this is PETG. It's quite hard. They have used for the battery an A30 connector. It is some, as I have said earlier, it doesn't have a propeller guard. You can actually remove it, and this is it. You can place it underneath the motor, but for now I won't probably use this. Okay, you have some screw. You got a lot of screws. You got some extra screws again, M1 by 4 by 3.5. Got some extra set of
I think that is a rubber standoff and some plastic nut. You got this by tri-bladed props. These are gem fans 1608. So you got some extra zip ties, some stickers for the motor. As you can see, they designed it this way so that when you twist this, it will hang, and when you twist it again, you can easily remove it. So it's a lot of screws. Always typical with Flywoo. Which is why this is a good thing with Flywoo when it comes to their drones. They do give you a lot of extra screws, things that would help you to navigate your quad. This baby quad is really strong. I was able to, it can withstand a lot of beating and still it works, which is typical with Flywoo. They do create good tiny whoops. Let's look at this diagram. It is held by friction, so it's easy to remove them. When Nick Burns made a video about this, they use a 4-bladed props, and since it is a bit wobbly, they changed it to a tri-bladed props. One thing that you need to be aware of is this wires is a bit quite near this propeller, so if you got some tape, you can probably put some tape here. Also, we will probably put some zip tie here just to protect this A30 wire. I think it's held only by the solder, so we just put some here. Quad 37 grams, 50 grams with a GNB. With the propeller guard 56 Mobilite 7, we just got 45 grams. Baby quad, this is just 50 grams, and you put a 4S here. This is a ripper. Also, we would like to congratulate Flywoo for their 5th year anniversary celebration. So if you do want this Firefly 1S, head over to the Flywoo website. The link is in the description below. I really like these stickers. So we will be testing the Flywoo Firefly 1S together with the Walksnail VRX and HD0 goggles. I'll be using the Radio Master Boxer as our controller for this video, and of course our favorite chest mounted cam, the Osmo Action 3. I'll do 3 separate videos, one for the main cam and for this action cam. Okay, so first and foremost, of course, you have to prepare your goggles and your Walksnail VRX. I usually use 2 batteries separately so that I don't deplete the battery quickly if I will use one and split it in the VRX and the goggles. It's just a bit untidy, but this will work. Okay, flying in angle mode. Okay, it's drifting, I'm not sure why. Whoa, the motor is really powerful. Okay, doing our first flight in angle mode. The wind is a bit strong today, so it's a bit difficult to maneuver, but I still like how the propellers is not in view. Okay. the video quality is really good. Okay, let's go here. Oops. Oh, the wind is strong. Right. Okay. Flying in horizon mode. Oops. Oh, that wind is really, really strong. That is some gust of wind. I like how it flies. It's really, really quick. We will not do something just now. Probably a different day. Just go and fly around.
So, you have finally seen the flight footage of the Flywoo Firefly 1S. And one of the things that I really enjoyed is how small it is and how easy it is to fit small gaps, just like using a 65mm drone. The thing is, I really like how thick the bottom frame is. If you would compare it with the previous versions of Flywoo, which only has a 1mm frame, this is really strong and built like a tank. This part of the frame is protruding, so if you hit something, at least your motor will not be directly hit. The Walksnail 1S is really good, even though we are going the low 1S category. So with the 1S, I really believe that we should have a heatsink still, even though we want to save weight, because this is really, really fragile, and we don't want to lose a lot of components inside of this quad. And this is really prone to overheating, especially if you fly really, really slow. Unlike with the Walksnail Pro kit or even the version 2, there are a lot of metal surrounding the VTX that could dissipate the heat. The video that you saw where I flew this, I'm still using the tri-blade props from GemFan. But recently, I'm trying to use the HQ props because I think they have different flight characteristics. So I'll probably use the HQ prop, either the tri-blade or the bi-blade, and let's see if how it flies. Now, for beginners, this is another good thing because Flywoo would also include some propeller guards on your kit, and that would help you to practice indoors, even outdoor, without worrying if you hit something. It would be devastating. So very thoughtful of Flywoo there. You don't need to pay extra for that propeller guard, but you can also buy one extra parts on their website. I'll probably put a link on the description. They are really a good company that you can really trust when it comes to quads, especially how they handled my Flywoo baby quad. I'm really, really satisfied with its performance, and although, yeah, of course, it's in analog, so that is the only downside with my Flywoo baby quad. But this is in HD, so you will have good quality videos. So we will end the video here. We will do a further tests of this Flywoo Firefly 1S, and hopefully you were there to watch that video. And as always, see you on the next one. Happy flying.